All right, so I'm about to start working on this mold, and process is the same. Exactly the same layup thing. Doesn't change much. It's just different objects and whatnot. But in case people are like me and when I was kind of learning, and even now, I don't mind watching other people's like videos just for the fun of it. It's entertaining. So I'm gonna record myself do what I do. I'm not really gonna narrate much anymore, simply because there's no need. Again, same exact thing on repeat. And I like listening to music when I'm working. So I don't know if YouTube's gonna add the copyright infringement information based on Spotify, but if they do, I'll just mute the audio, and if they don't, I'll leave it. So, all right, just like before, measuring my mold or weighing my mold. So 970.2, so 971. So that's what I'm doing. So monkey chain guard. There we go. 971 grams. That's it. So there's my weight. I'll just offset this for the moment. And then, where is my, there it is. My little tape to measure. And the other thing that I do is I keep all my spray tack tips in just a little thing of acetone. And what this does, it just breaks up the adhesion and makes them functional. So that's what these are, or that's what they are in. So, because I'm about to be using it on the layup process, so might as well get it ready and take it out. So that's that. Pop that back over there. I got the mold waxed 10 coats yesterday. Same with this one. So those two are good to go. Here's my spray tack. This is the stuff I use. Again, same thing. All right. Couple squirts, make sure it's functional. Alrighty, I'm just gonna offset this over here. And yep. Alright. I'll just record this before I start the music. So my part ends right here and roughly right here. So I am just going to go from out here, give it a little bit of a bleed. All the way out here. So I'm looking at about 19 inches long by, or wide by, let's say 6.5. That's probably overkill, so it'll probably be like right around there. If I do it by 6, no, I think I might do by 7, because if I was to put it down perfectly flat, yeah, I'll do it by 7, and I'll trim it if I need to, because that's a lot safer than not doing that. So, because I am working with this annoying material, I'm just gonna give me 19.5 to compensate for some of the fabric to fray off. All right, here it is. All right, so I'm gonna do 19.5. So I'm just gonna kind of grab this strand right here. Perfect. And just gently there we go. And what I like to do is just hold it at the very bottom to minimize any distortion possible. But I am cutting this one with shears, so it's not gonna be as perfect as using that like you would with normal carbon fiber, but whatever. Okay. There we go. Pull that one out right away. So there's our 19. And now, I'm just going to move this out of the way. Now I just need 7. Okay. And I'll probably do the same thing here. Just give me 7.5 to compensate for some losses along the way. So it's looking like that one right here. There we go. And if it's tough to grab, I'll just go in and just offset it. A couple seconds of doing this makes up for just not having a good grip and then screwing it all up when pulling it out. So there we go. I'm just holding it down. There we go. All right, and now I think I might be able to just get away with using this on this one. Because it's red Kevlar with black carbon fiber. So we shall see. There we go, perfect. So a few little snippets here where it did grab it. There we go. Not going for any real properties for it to stick. I just don't want the fibers to break apart. So there we go. And this will be my top surface that I'm putting in the mold. So I'm just kind of going in and removing any of this kind of stuff right here. So because this is the chain guard, it's very like narrow, and this is kind of like the bridge, if you will, that kind of holds it all together, or the supports. So I'm just gonna measure. So this is about 2 inches. And so I have this carbon fiber right here. It's because this is 3K, this is 6K. So this is 6K right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut a strip of 2 inch, just so I don't have to deal with laying as much carbon fiber on the whole thing. And this one is literally just going to go where that support big gap is. The only annoying is they put this tape when they ship it on one side, so it makes it annoying in the beginning to use it. So I don't use it often, because for complex parts I had a lot of bridging issues due to how thick this was. It just didn't conform well. So there's that. And this thing doesn't really like to cut it that much either. It's so thick. But we'll see. Okay, I did adjust this blade. It was a little too tight, so this is helping it a lot. See, this is that tape that they add on the back. And I mean, I get it, so it doesn't fray while shipping, but very annoying. And as you saw during the layup process, I accidentally misjudged how much I need. So I've been cutting a lot of fiber off, and then the first layer did get a little distorted right here. I'm hoping because it is a chain guard, it's on the bottom of the bike, it's not gonna be very noticeable. But here's the beauty of what I did when I was 3D printing this mold, is I made these feet on the back side. And the game plan for those was so I could reposition it as I needed while doing this layup process. So little like personal cheat code, if you will. So now I'm just gonna trim it over here, apply that, and then apply this one over there. And that should do it for this little layer. And then I have a little bit left over, so I'll just kind of lay that out. But the chain guard is getting trimmed kind of like right here. So all this is excess, especially on the red. And then it gets trimmed right there. So this is excess. So that's why you see me cutting off a lot of it. And then over here, it kind of goes like this. So even this, a lot of it is excess. So oh, it looks like my GoPro turned itself off because it was too hot. But yep, so now I'm just gonna take this stuff, just lay it in here. There we go. Get that nice and confined. And then kind of shape this one as I go. Yeah, because this is the thicker one. I really don't want to risk any bridging. I hope I get away with it because it was such a minimal amount. All right. So there we go. That should help support that area. Perfect. Now I'm just going to use up the rest of that, and then it's just peel apply, flow mesh, and infuse. So that layup process is pretty much done. Not pretty much, it is done. I have nothing more to do. So now it's the last step, which peel ply and flow mesh. So I'm gonna grab those supplies, probably take a little break. My hands are sweaty from wearing the gloves and it's really hot in here. But once I get the flow mesh applied, then it's peel ply and infusion time. So we'll see how this one comes out. And I am going to use my slow cure resin on this one. It's a bigger part. It's got a lot more carbon fiber in it, so it needs to soak it in more. And it's pretty warm. So just to play it safe. And again, I'm not using actual infusion epoxy. So that's also the reasoning for my logic is better safe than sorry. Especially because I do want this part to come out looking good. So yeah, I'll take a little break and then start recording the peel ply process. so I kind of forgot to weigh the material, so I weighed it and then just took away 10 grams as a guesstimate for how much the peel ply and all that crap weighs. So now doing the flange area. Again, nothing crazy. Just sprinkling a little bit. I'll just do it like that. All right, so about 35, 36 by. So my hose is going to be right around here. This is going to be a very tight little corner. By, let's say 22. So 35 by 22. That's what I'll go for. Should be plenty good. Yep. 35 by 22. Yeah. How much is this? 22. So if I add one right there, move over. Right there. Yep, that'll be good. Because even another one came out to be 35. So 35 by 22, that's what I gotta cut. And just to kind of test this logic. Yep, plenty good. All right, that will be my goal. I might end up just unfortunately having to do just one flange. I mean, if I put the hose there, the other flange really could only be right here. It's gonna be very, very tight to the corner. I'm worried about it being an area for an air leak, but we'll see. Because if I put the hose there. Okay. All right, let me cut the bag, tape it up, and
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
All right, well, my infusion is almost done. Right at the edge right there. And the way it's going is definitely gonna get finished. So again, this is non-infusion resin, but it works great. And I may have done a little more than I need, but I really don't care. Rather be safe than sorry. And yeah, now I just let it cure and can't wait to see what this part looks like. Hopefully this comes out good. And hopefully the weave distortion isn't too bad, but we'll see. That's it. Next clip will be a demolding.
Forgot to press record, but just removing the peel ply and stuff right now. And as always, I don't even want to try to pop it out. I'm gonna shove it in the freezer for a few minutes and we'll see what we came out with. I think this whole fit is still in the freezer. I don't think my GTR will though. That's where it's gonna get interesting, but we'll get back to this. All right, let's see if it is gonna pop out now. There we go, slid right out. One hand, and let's see what we got. I'll just leave that in there for the moment. I was so impatient, I had to turn on Gran Turismo just to kill time. So here is the chain guard cover. And it is awesome. Oh, that looks great. I am literally not seeing any issues at all. That doesn't matter because it gets trimmed right over here. We have no bridging. Let's see, yep, that's where the weave distortion happened. I know this gets cut really tight, so it might almost like be forgivable. I hate that it did happen, but it was because of this monkey head. That's where like it just creates issues, but that was also me being sloppy. Either way, it's a chain guard. It's for my personal bike, so I'm not too upset about it. But wow, that looks awesome. I gotta see it in the sunlight. There we go. All right, so that is done. That monkey head came out so good. Wow, that looks fantastic. No bridging, no air pockets, no pinholes. It's a beautiful looking part. I'm happy with this. Now what I'm concerned about is how the hell I'm gonna get this big thing to fit in that freezer. I might get lucky, but I don't know. I gotta measure this. This is way too big of a part. All right, I'll record that later on today. Those, again, these are all like 50-50 shots. I could either fail or not because I'm a hobbyist, but so far I haven't had a video that I've recorded where I did the demolding. I'm like, oh no. So we'll see how that one comes out.